704 Simulated Syndicated Radio presents
the TK Soul Radio Show. Soul on the road.
Man, it's a trip.
Hosted by TK Soul with the hottest Southern Soul music. Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central.
On 704 DJ Simulated Syndicated Radio.
Welcome to the TK Soul Radio Show. We're back at you, y'all.
Oh, baby.
Thank everybody for tuning in last Sunday. Over 4 million listeners, y'all.
So sorry.
If you didn't catch us, we don't know where you was, but glad to have you on board this Sunday. So get ready once again for the good Southern Soul music. The only way we know how to do it.
Listen.
Kicking it off, Vic Allen, Baby Come Home.
What was I thinking? I was a fool. I treated you bad, and I didn't take care of you. You told me 1,000 times, straighten up or you were gonna leave. I have to be honest, baby, I didn't believe that you would walk away and take the baby too. Now I'm all torn apart. What the hell am I supposed to do? I was blind, but now I see. Without you, I'm incomplete. I need you right here with me. Oh, baby, come back home. I miss you, girl. I know I did you wrong, and I'm so sorry. I'm so alone without your love. Oh, girl, I need you right here with me. Now, when you first left me, I tried to act like I didn't care, but every time I turned around, I saw your face everywhere. I even went to a strip club to try to get my mind off of you, but all I could think about was the freaky things, all the freaky things we used to do. Now who could blame you for leaving? A broke player who couldn't pay the bills, didn't help with the baby. That just ain't no way for you to live. But now I got 2 jobs, and I can learn to change diapers and fix the baby bottles. I just need you right here with me. Oh, baby, come back home. I miss you, girl. I know I did you wrong, and I'm so sorry. I'm so alone without your love. Oh, girl, I need you right here with me. Hey, babe, I'm tired of these frozen dinners and my clothes not being clean. The house needs a woman's touch, and I need your chicken and collard greens. Oh, baby, can't you see? I need you so desperately. I'd give just about anything if you would come back home to me. Oh, baby, come on home, girl. Hey, I need you. Oh, baby, come back home. I miss you, girl. I know I did you wrong, and I'm so sorry. I'm so alone without your love. Oh, girl, I need you right here with me. Sometimes I feel low.
That's Vic Allen, y'all. Reminiscent of the great Al Green. But he ain't trying to be Al by no means. That's just how he do his thing. It's a Southern Soul party, y'all. And you tuned in to the best of the best. Southern Soul Radio Global, y'all. TK Soul in the mix. Let's get into that woman's national anthem. And that's that Karen Wolf. If you're man enough to lead.
You must have woke up on the wrong side of the bed today, 'cause you've been talking to me any old kind of way. All of a sudden my eggs ain't scrambled right, and everything I say a power bill. We're gone where you're going, if that's the way you feel. If you're man enough to leave, then I'm gonna be woman enough to let you go. You just wanna run around in these streets. I deserve better. I deserve better. Now I've been washing clothes and raising your kids, and up until now I've been satisfied with this. But you've been creeping late at night, and I know she can't make that cornbread like you like it. I ain't never been the type of woman to hold a man where you don't wanna be. Now she can't be giving you more than you get from me. Oh, baby, if you're man enough to leave, then I'm gonna be woman enough to let you go. You just wanna run around in these streets, but I deserve better. I deserve better. Now wait a minute, we need to sit down and talk about this thing.
No, we ain't
You've been walking around slamming doors and not speaking, and I ain't done nothing to you. See, every time I turn around, you complaining about something I done or something I ain't done. I know what it is. Some hot tail girl out there done showed her teeth. I battered her eyes at you, and you done went crazy. I can't get another you. I don't do that. I ain't never been the type of woman to hold a man where you don't wanna be. No, now she can't be giving you more than you get from me. Oh, baby, if you're man enough to leave, ooh, I'll be woman enough to let you go. You just wanna run around in these streets, but I deserve better. I deserve better. If you're man enough to leave, I'll be woman enough to let you go. You just wanna run around in these streets, but I deserve better. I deserve better. Hey, if you're man enough to leave, I'll be woman enough to let you go. You just wanna run around in these streets, but I deserve better. I deserve better. Now you can go if you want to, but I'm not gonna try to stop you, cause I know I've been good. I've been real good.
Just let it go, fellas. Just let it go. Ain't a thing you can do. Say you gonna miss that cornbread that you like. I don't know if you're gonna miss it, but she definitely was on point with that one. So better get your act together, fellas, so you won't miss that cornbread that you like. Carrying with y'all. Southern soul music is still on global radio, and y'all, they loving what we doing. This is Chef Floyd. I found love.
I found love on a lonely highway. I found love on a lonely highway. I was crying and I could not see. Somebody was blowing their horn and looking at me. She said, pull over, I wanna talk see, my mind say don't do it, but my heart say go ahead on and see what she want. Go ahead on, it's alright. She said pull over. Well, that's what she said, y'all. So I pulled over, y'all. Don't do it like a fool, y'all. Somewhere between, somebody help me, Jacksonville and Daytona, I pulled over like a fool. Didn't mean to do that. But you see, y'all, I told that girl that I've been in love. Not one time, not two times, not three, not four, not five, but time again. Nah, 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 nah. Oh! She stepped out of the car. I don't understand what I'm doing. When she stepped out of the car, y'all. Wait a minute now. I threw my head down and I believe I said something like Tyrone Davis. I wonder, can I change my mind? Wonder, can I turn back the hands of time? Oh, you see, y'all, when she stepped out of the car. That's right, y'all. When she stepped out of the car, she was looking so good, so good, so good, so good. I said, Lord, have mercy on me.
That brother found love on a lonely highway, y'all. Ever more deadly, I've been looking in the wrong place. Need to get in the car, huh, Jeff, and ride down I-20. Southern soul music at its finest, y'all. That was Jeff Floyd. This is T.O.V.
Now this song goes out
with that hit Southern Soul collabo.
to all you haters.
Going out to all you haters.
TK, you know something about that man.
Yeah, Omar Cunningham.
I know a little something about that.
Vic Allen.
You know anything about that, son?
And yours truly.
Yeah, TK. Unfortunately, I do.
Gon' hate, gon' hate, gon' hate. They won't let it be. They're gonna hate on you. They're gonna hate on me. Hate on me.
Listen, hey all you haters, I see you all around. I wanna talk to you about the rumors you're spreading round all over town. You never show me no love. No, you've been talking for a minute. Ooh, yes you have. Stay out of my business, would you please? 'Cause you're all up in it. Oh, oh, oh.
Them haters gon' hate.
Them haters
Gon' hate. They won't let it be.
oh, they won't let it be.
They're gonna hate on you.
Gonna hate on you. Gonna hate on me.
They're gonna hate on me. Hate on me. Hate on me.
Don't lie.
Yeah.
That's how they bring you down. You gotta watch what you're doing. Yes, you do. 'Cause they always hanging round, trying to peep what's going down. Now peep this right here. So you better be careful who you call your friend. 'Cause every time you turn your back, they're gonna be doing you in.
Gon' hate.
Yeah, yeah.
Gon' hate. Gon' hate. They won't let it be.
Oh, no.
They're gonna hate on you.
Oh, they're gonna hate on you.
They're gonna hate on me.
Damn sure gonna hate on me.
You know my wife. Your husband's fooling around. Yeah. Even at the nerve. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Said I had a little baby cross time.
favor. Look to your left and say hi, hater. Now look to your right and say hi, hater. Now leave the room and say bye, hater. That was T.O.V. Haters gon' hate, y'all.
The TK Soul Radio Show. Yeah, soul on the road.
You already know it's a trip.
Hosted by TK Soul, playing nothing but Southern Soul music. Sundays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central.
On 704 DJ Simulated Syndicated Radio.
Let's get into it, y'all. We shaking it up, y'all.
What's up, Mr.
About to raise the bar radio. Gotta put something on 704 DJ's mind. We gotta give him more time to shine. But in the meantime, definitely between time, Southern Soul is still on global radio. And here's another Southern Soul collabo. Mr. Sam, O.B. Buchanan, put your foot in it.
When you took that fine girl home, and time came to get it on, did you make little mama moan? Did you knock it out the time zone? Did you give the girl the blues? Did you knock her socks out of her shoes? Make her fall in love with you? Tell me, man.
No, Sam, I didn't play with night fall until the sun lit. I didn't get just a little bit. I got it all night long. I made a scream, O.B.O.B. Ooh, boy, what you doing to me? You're all the man I ever need. I can't take it no more.
Well, did you knock it out the park?
Yes, I did.
Did you make your dog bark?
Yes, I did.
Did you put your foot in it?
Yes, I did.
Put your foot in it?
Man, I put a hump in my back.
Did you, boy?
Girl, that you like it like that. I put my foot in.
Put your foot
Yes, I did.
When I grow up, I wanna be like you. Make my girl scream and holler, or beam her up like she brand new.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So tell me, how'd you make her weak?
Yeah.
How'd you make her reach her peak? I gotta know before I go.
Well, I took her down to the deep end. I said, girl, you better sink or swim.
Oh, man.
She jumped out, then she jumped back in. Man, it was on. I started out with a little kid. I said, close your eyes and put your leg like this.
Whoa!
I hit the spot, boy, I didn't hit that pleasure zone. Boy, I hit a home run.
Did you, boy?
I put the F in the run. Boy, I put my foot in.
Put your foot.
Yes, I did.
Did you hit it side to side?
Yes, I
Did
did.
you take your girl for a ride?
Yes, I did.
Did you put your foot in?
Why I put my foot in it, yes, sir.
Did you knock it out the park?
Yes, I did.
Did you do it in the dark?
Yes, I
Did
did.
you put your foot in?
Yes, I did.
Put your foot in. I wanna know.
I put a hump in my back. She said you like that. Boy, I put my foot in it.
Did you put your foot?
Yes, I did.
Ooh, yeah. Man, tell me, did you put that girl to sleep?
Yes, I did.
Wake her up the next morning and knock her off her feet.
Man, you know I don't play with it. Ran up my motor, put my car in fifth gear.
Oh, man.
She said, oh, my wonder, it's too hot up in here. Hey, I knocked it out the park.
Did you not?
I hit a home run. Boy, I put my foot in.
Did you put your foot? Did you put your foot in?
Yes, I did.
Did you hit it side to side?
Yes, I did.
Did you take a girl for a ride?
Yes, I did.
Did you put your foot in?
Boy, I put my foot in.
Oh, yeah.
Said I made a break a sweat. Said I ain't finished yet. I put my foot in.
Did you put your foot?
Yes, I did.
Foot in.
Hey,
Did you take her slow? Did you take her fast?
I took a slow.
Did you make her shake that woo dog? And did you put your foot in?
She couldn't take no more. Yes, I did. Did you put your foot all up in? Yeah.
Put your foot in.
Did you put your foot all up in? Yeah. Hey, I put my foot
Did
in.
you hit it in the morning?
Yes, I did.
Did you hit it in the evening?
Boy, I put my foot in.
Was it midnight?
Yes, I did.
Was it daylight?
We're cruising the Southern Caribbean with that Southern Soul. And we're riding on that soul ship with TK Soul. All aboard the 7th annual TK Soul Caribbean Cruise. It's the 8-day cruise you don't want to miss. and we leave Fort Lauderdale January 12th, 2013 on the beautiful cruise ship, the Carnival Freedom, with your host, TK Soul.
Man, we got the Soul Ship sailing all over Grand Turk, the Dominican Republic, Curacao, and Aruba.
We got it going on for 8 days, starting January 12th, 2013 on the Soul Ship, the Carnival Freedom. Reserve that stateroom today by calling Globe Trek Travel, 337-477-0835. 337-477-0835.
Here we go.
We're cruising the Southern Caribbean with that Southern Soul.
It's a TK Soul Caribbean Cruise. Call Globe Trek Travel today.
It's now time for Soul on the Road. It's a trip. Weekly radio show hosted by yours truly, TK Soul.
Hey y'all, this is Terry.
I got the hot exclusive interviews live from On the Road with TK Soul.
Hey y'all,
Southern Soul's finest, as well as R&B's classic soul
I
entertainers.
do most of my writing is mostly about personal life experience. I'm a backward country girl. I'm from Bay Springs, Mississippi.
I'm just so excited. I'm talking about that all out the blue just because.
And I live on a farm, TK.
Wow.
I'm doing my own thing, man. And being on the road with people like yourself. I'm just getting on out here with my niggas on the back road.
I guess I started out professionally. A lot of people don't know playing horns. Got to deal with Mardi Gras Records out of New Orleans.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is TK Soul for Soul on the Road. It's a trip. I'm hanging out on the moon, basically.
On the moon.
Gadsden, Alabama, y'all. I had to come all the way to Gadsden to get this next interview from my guest, man. The one and only. I don't know if he got any titles like a lot of us got out here, but he chose not to do the title thing, but he is the songwriting beast, Mr. Omar Cunningham.
TK.
What's going on, buddy?
Man, everything is good, man. Just trying to, hang in there and keep it in the middle of the road with his soul on the road, right?
Yes, sir.
We physically on the road right now.
We really on the road. I'm looking at what look like mountains. Is that a mountain?
That's a mountain right there. You don't get those everywhere.
You don't get those everywhere, man.
Those are mountains and trees.
So
and
you don't live by the mountain, do you?
I live. I can get to one pretty quick if I need to. I'll say that.
So if you need to hit the woods, you can hit the woods.
If I have to, I can hit the woods, and if I need to get on the straightaway, I can get on the straightaway.
But Omar, tell our global listeners a little something about Omar Cunningham.
Wow, Omar Cunningham is just a man, just a songwriter trying to do his thing. I guess I started out professionally. A lot of people don't know, playing horns with Cameo back in like '95 is what I started doing professionally. First album came out in '02. Been writing ever since, and that's just me, just a little old songwriter trying to write about the truth and real life situations.
Right. Let me tell you something. Before I met you, I was down there with old Killer Dilla, Roscoe Miller.
Okay.
He would play that Hell at the House.
Montgomery, yeah.
And I said, Killer Dilla, who is that? He had the last name Jack Lawler.
Oh no. Come on, Rob.
Oh man, I don't know what he called you. The last name was, but I called the Omar.
Okay.
But yeah, man, ever since then, man, you've been rolling with that record, and pretty much that's still a standard record in the genre that we call Southern Soul. But
right.
Yeah. So
it has been a pretty successful record for me. That was the title of my first album.
Right.
Actually, it was the first single, and the reason why it was the title of the album is because I had to build the album around that song, and it never really was an album. That song wasn't supposed to happen, but it did, and I had to build a whole album around that particular song, and it actually yielded me a couple of pretty good records. Check the Check was on that.
Right.
Song I did with Sir Charles, a song called Baby Don't Leave. Those have all been pretty big records for me, and that was off my first album.
Right. But it's always good to get an early start, man. Even though my first project, I'm not doing very many songs off of it, but it got me that recognition.
Right.
That because it was so strange and different that it got me that recognition, man. So I understand how it is to come out the gate with something that people remember you by.
Gotta remember, but everybody don't know, TK. You was a songwriter, TK, before you was an artist, TK. Man, we know about Wiggle in the Middle for
right,
Clayton and all of that. Don't act like you don't remember.
We doing Omar right now.
No,
so, we ain't gonna back up. But yeah, he's telling the truth there.
He's telling the truth. Yeah.
So tell me this, man. Being from Gaston, Alabama,
right?
Which you got me. He got me on. I'm a hostage in Gaston.
You on 759? I got him.
Help! Help me! So being from Gaston,
right?
What inspired you, brother, to even want to do this?
I guess been doing music all my life. Grew up around music. Several people from Gaston I just, admired. Got to just past Jerry Boogie McCain was an inspiration of mine. And there been several people that came out of Gaston. Actually, Beyonce's dad is from Gaston. A couple other people that used to write for Lionel Richie, they're from Gaston. So I just like music, and Gaston is not a big music town, but I just happen to love it and latched onto it and been doing it ever since I can remember.
Oh yeah. So at a very early age.
Yeah, the first time I remember singing somewhere was in church in 1978 at an Easter program. I still got the cassette, the cassette.
You got the cassette?
I got the cassette.
Speaking of cassettes, man, we was in the radio. I was hanging out with Rome. Remember the R&B singer Rome?
Right.
I was hanging out with Rome last weekend, and we rolled up in a radio station in Columbus, Mississippi. They had a platinum cassette of MC Hammer on the wall.
Take that down.
Brother.
Platinum cassette.
Took us way back.
Man, we had an 8-track up there. Reel to reel.
Yeah, brother. Nobody had ever seen that, so it kind of tripped us all out for a minute. Man. But I just want to throw that in.
That's where it came from.
But brother, you got a lot of great songs, man. I love what you do. We've even collaborated, on some things, man. Right. But I love what you do as an artist, as a songwriter. So I know who writes your song. The next question would be who writes your stuff. But I know you write your stuff. So who's writing and producing and putting this stuff together along with Omar?
It's primarily me, but I got a guy named Robert. I say his whole name all the time, Robert Burrow Harris Jr., who does a lot of my tracks. I've been working with Vic Allen as well, but Rob, I think, has a finger on the pulse of what Southern Soul should sound like, and he's been writing some pretty big songs for me, such as The Beauty Shop and things like that. And Vic Allen has been doing a lot of good things as far as track-wise.
But definitely, brother, while you're on that note, man, what I admire about you guys, you, Vic, and whoever is doing this producing, man, that y'all are on point with it, to the point of, okay, this is where it's going and where it can go. So by me being with the major situation such as the Bungalow Universal,
right?
Once I step up a little further, man, and pull these guys, choke these guys, give me a label deal.
Reach back and grab.
I'm coming to get Omar, Vic, and whoever it is putting this music.
Hey, I appreciate
and we're gonna take this Southern Soul from where we at now on to the next level. So that's something I wanted to talk to you about in private, but since we on the air,
right?
We might have some of them representatives listening. They can go on and get ready to cut the check.
Come get me, cut a big one.
Cause I'm bringing it to them. But get back to the matter at hand. You know what we do, Omar, has been called label a lot of things: blues, soul blues, rhythm and blues,
right?
Contemporary blues, and now what we call Southern Soul. Within those titles,
right?
What do you consider Omar Cunningham being?
Wow. What do I do, or what am I?
What do you consider within when they say, okay, that's blues, that's R&B, that's rhythm and blues, that's contemporary blues? Out of those titles, what do you consider yourself to be?
I think our music is so soulful that you can't help but call it anything other than soul music. I don't know. Southern Soul may make it a regional kind of thing, and it's not, because you're known all over the country, and a lot of places I'm known over the country, and we've been a lot of different places in and out of the country together performing. So I don't know. I think it's just soul music. It's good music. It's a soul music with a R&B kind of twist, maybe. Right.
I guess if we had to title it ourselves, Southern Soul would be too short for the title of it. But soul definitely covers it, so I'm not offended by that personally.
Right.
I had some issues with it when I first came out. They label it, but I realized that society has to name it something,
right,
to be able to deal with it. Everything has to have its name, man.
Right.
If I got anything to do with it, I know if you got anything to do with it, mainstream is going to respect what it is they want to call it,
whatever you want to call it.
Now, speaking of respect,
right,
we do this thing as a hobby, also as a job,
right?
So because we get paid. We do. We ain't doing it because we just we like people. We want to go sing for free.
No high notes without them C notes.
Right, no high notes without C notes.
There you go.
So, with that being said, respect of it, okay. What we do as songwriters, when we sit down and write a song, of course we're thinking beyond Southern Soul.
Right.
But as I got into this genre, I realized that the major charts, which is the Billboard charts, you know, are actually not recognized in what we do.
Right. They'll group you in something else. I've been on Billboard a couple times, but it was never in a category that, well, once it was in a blues kind of category, but it's not blues. And once I was in hip-hop, R&B. I don't think they quite know where to put us, but I think they should. It's our job to make the world respect this kind of music, whatever title you want to put on it.
Right.
Respect it to an extent to where you would want to put a category or make us have a give us a definite place where we will be recognized, because a lot of people doing this music, a lot of people doing good music, and I think it should be recognized as what it is. Don't put us in another box. Put us in our own box if you got to, but just recognize our box.
And that's my conversation. And when I'm around the table with them heavyweights, that's my conversation. Okay, you know, because I remember when they decided to respect what Erykah Badu and all them were doing.
Right.
They decided to call it neo soul.
Right.
Okay, now we got something.
Right.
You know, but those people didn't get together as a force and stick with it, because now you don't see that genre being even recognized separately anymore.
Yeah.
They throw it back into the pile.
Right.
That's because the artists themselves didn't fight for that. They might not even like it. You know, I don't know what it was, Omar. They didn't like the title.
Right.
You know, but so what we do as entertainers, as artists, just what you said, we got to be on one accord about, okay, if this is what you're going to call it, okay, fine.
Yeah.
We want our own spot.
Right. Give us our own spot.
Yeah, we want our own spot.
I think they're narrowing even the categories at the Grammys and things like that. They're just looping or grouping so many things together that you really don't get a chance to get your own shine, because you may be looped in there with R&B and pop, and they get giving it one category when so many different people have to fight for those fewer spots that they're, you know, compressing it into. But recognize us for what we do. What we do is what we do. I don't want you to call it anything else other than what we do. Right. I said it's soul music. So.
Exactly. If that's what you want to title it, this is it.
If you can have a polka category, we got some people that, you know, that's got some good material out there and it should be heard, but we're just getting put in a box that they want to do away with anyway.
Well, I'm on a different mission, because thank God the internet came along.
Right.
And it changed the game.
Right.
It basically changed the game, because it leveled the playing field for us, your potential marketing.
Right.
And marketing used to be the beast in this industry. Who had the money, had the fame.
That's right.
Now, who's the most clever and business-minded can also have the fame at a level of checks coming to your house in your name, as opposed to going through some company.
That's right. I look at the internet being a way of getting your music to the masses in minutes. That's what I look at it as, man. You can get it to everybody and with a stroke of a couple of buttons or whatever. So the internet, I think, has revolutionized a lot of different things. Now there's good and bad things about that.
Right.
You can put bad stuff out there on the internet, and I think us we as artists should keep our music at such a high level and not be accepting of subpar music that's gonna dilute what we're trying to do. If we're trying to make people look at our industry or our genre of music as a reputable and a stand-up genre of music, we can't allow junk to be, you know, filtered in with the good stuff. I mean, make them set the bar so high that you got to come with it and not just put out some junk.
Even as an entertainer myself, I criticize myself because my earlier projects were thrown together basically at my taste, to where I know better.
Right.
But I catered to what I thought was the way to get in.
Right.
But as I grew, as I got older and years went by, I got smarter with it.
You grow as you go.
Basically, brother, I can tell you this, Omar, when I heard your sound, it made me step up my game to the point of, okay, I got to come on back up.
Man,
because this is where I'm already at. But I went back thinking that if I recorded this way or sound this way, this is what they love. Because I was confused, man. I would go in the clubs, man, and hear these songs. I mean, I'd be like, they like that?
Yeah.
You know, and so I went and catered what I did. My first project, probably my first 2 CDs were catered to what I thought was the Southern Soul sound.
Sure.
But as soon as I stepped out of that box with my 3rd CD, that's when the popularity and the song sticking came. So when I cut that cheating line and when that love came, that's when the thing changed for me. So now I'm cutting to the point of my what I like and what I know I do with my professionalism. So in saying that, you artists out there listening, if you're not the pro, if this is not what you do, you can't expect to be put on the same level as Omar Cunningham or TK Soul, and no disrespect, but what he's saying is, if we have anything to do with it, be a pro at what you do, and you can ride along with us. We got a spot for you.
You gotta come on.
But other than that, don't even send me the music. I don't even want to hear it. Don't even sit there. Get yourself together before you want to get on Soul on the Road and you want to hang out with Omar and TK. Omar, getting back to the questions at hand. We don't want to make nobody mad. But
it's all love.
I heard you say you play horn, man.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna tell you like this, and you said it exactly right. I don't consider myself a horn player. I play horns, and it's a difference. I play well enough because I did not want to be a horn player, and I still got the same horn that I started with in the 6th grade. But I do what I do. But I do what I do, and I do all right. I've played actually on some of my stuff. I played on some Willie Clayton stuff, so I can make it work.
Right. If you played on something in the last 10 years, you still can play.
Okay, well, I still got my chops, but that's not something that I want to do. I will do it if it calls for it, but I just mainly write and arrangement and background and things of that nature.
So you still actually got the same horn?
The same horn with the same dents in it. I won't get rid of it for nothing. I promise you, I keep that horn.
Because that's your baby.
That's it. I still got it. You know, I wouldn't want to change. I wouldn't want to get it refinished. I mean, because it works. And it works for me, and I like it. So, same horn.
I always like to ask this question to all my guests, man. I'm here on Soul on the Road. If you're just joining us, y'all, we hanging out with Omar Cunningham, in one of the songwriting forces in this genre that they call Southern Soul, that we accept as soul music, so we're fine with that.
Right.
So right now we about to kick it in the dope. So that's what you want us to do? That's what we got to do. What James Brown say, open the door, I get it myself.
I get it myself.
So we might have to kick it in and get it ourselves.
That's right. If I had to go in the window, if my goal is to get in the house, you ain't got to let me in the front door.
That's right. That's it.
I go in the window, the chimney. I'm just trying to get in. So,
Omar, before we get back to the question at hand, what is it right here? That's a old school.
Listen, man.
What is that? A limo or himo?
That's a himo. That's a guy. He wants to be an artist. He gonna make it one of these days. I don't know if we ought to say his name, but he'll probably, if I pull up there and he see you in here, he'll probably go crazy. But
think he'll put about the demo?
He probably will. We gonna see.
This brother got his name on the side.
This Soul on the Road exclusive.
This is exclusive, boy. If I had some visual right now,
we can pull up. This Soul on the Road exclusive.
This is exclusive right here, y'all. We pulling into a place right here. It's got quick cuts, barber shop, men's cuts. Got a limo out in the front.
That's that nigga right.
Guy got his name on it. He's an entertainer, y'all. Got his own
Soul on the
limo
Road right here with TK Soul. We got exclusive. We got Bill Avery walking up. Exclusive Soul on the Road.
Listen, you don't get no better than
right here.
Mr. Avery, see right. I'm TK Soul.
I know who you are.
I'm recording right now because we live. Got a radio show.
Okay.
And we passed by. I say, oh my, who is this right here? He said, man, that's an entertainer.
That's Bill Avery.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Yeah, nice to meet you. I was out of town, man, when you was here, man, last night.
Right. I creep in town, every now and then, But y'all live too far away, man.
You ain't got to tell me. It's far away, man. Except with Omar Cunningham, you ain't in trouble, man.
You come up here, you got to be on the way.
You got the police. Yeah. You got the police with you, so you got to worry about it.
But nice to meet you, sir. We got you live on the air right now. I got a radio show called Soul on the Road.
Okay.
TK Soul. So we trying to do some big things, man. We're trying to ride and interviewing Omar right now. But nice to meet you, sir.
I appreciate
We're going to get on back to telling lies.
Right there.
That's right. Cheating and
Keep
lying.
on grinding, sir. Keep on grinding.
All right, we'll see y'all. Be good.
Boy, that's a Soul on the Road exclusive.
We need to take a picture of the Soul on the Road exclusive. So if you got an internet website, he got a 1984 limo with the back quarter panel missing with Mr. Entertainer.
Mr. Entertainer.
Bill Avery. parked in the front of his establishment.
I messed around and left my camera back at the van.
I've been saying I was gonna take a picture of that. If you just want a picture, I'll go back. that's a
Omar,
talk to me.
as they say in radio, getting back to the question.
Man, okay, we got a little. I digress. We got a little sidetrack.
We got a little sidetrack. We might have to get a drink of water to get our breath back. At first we thought we was in New York City.
New York City with the Pledge of Allegiance. We thought we was looking at the Pledge of Allegiance.
But we found out we was in the field every country.
Man, hood.
I love to ask this question, man. This question right here, I love to ask it.
What up?
If it wasn't Omar Cunningham,
Right.
the singer,
Right.
I know what your occupation is,
Right.
opposed to that, but my global listeners don't know. What would you be doing if you didn't pursue the singing thing?
Wow. I'm gonna give you an exclusive right here, TK, that I hadn't told.
Wait, hold on, I gotta set up. Ladies and gentlemen, this right here is, he hadn't told this to anybody.
It's exclusive.
It's exclusive. Family don't even know about this.
They don't know that. I've been sneaking around.
This is exclusive.
Exclusive. Gotta echo the exclusive.
You gotta echo.
Yeah. I'm actually in law school.
Right. Wow.
So that's what I'm doing. Trying to finish up this law school. Trying to, I'm just trying to have enough things to fall back on. The music is real successful. However, I do want to know a lot more about the legal part of it, and not just entertainment law, but different kinds of law. So I'm trying to finish up this law school thing, and I'm gonna still do music, but I'm just gonna have a little more know-how about some other things. So
right. Well, that's a passion, man.
Right.
That's a passion. I think from me outside looking in, I think your music thing is that God gift that He passed down to many people.
Oh,
you have to choose within that what your path is.
Oh yeah.
But that right there's a passion. What you're pursuing now. So of course you're gonna always get your dreams fulfilled.
Got you.
As long as you put a little effort. So
yeah.
In order to know any kind of law, you got to put some type of effort. So I know you grinding.
You got to.
I know you grinding, brother.
And the law school ain't even in my city, so I got to.
Oh, my brother. You got to transport. And speaking of in the city, you got to be on the way here.
You got to come here. This ain't stopping by.
This ain't I happen to be coming through. Somebody tell you that they're lying to you, brother.
They lying to you. That's Mom Duke's right there. That's her house right there.
That's Mom's house?
Yeah. She said, tell TK I said, hey.
Tell TK I'm having the sweet potato pie. Baby, come back around the holidays.
It's cooling in the window.
What you got new going on, Omar? Music?
I have got, going to start working on my 5th solo album. I am actually a free agent right now after my last album. What was it? Growing Pain.
Right.
The next one I'm working on, still doing some writing, got some stuff coming out, like I said, with Lenny Williams, got some on his new album.
Great.
Actually, I just did a remix of a song with Miss Jody.
Okay, great. So see that type of thing is what I'm glad you love to do, because if I get the major situation that I'm trying to get, which when I say major, is nothing like it used to be. We're not going to be slaves.
Right.
We're going to be businessmen making money. An agreement. Definitely. So I'm not going to try to bring you into nothing, shiesty. So if I get a situation, what you're doing right now, all I want you to do is bring that to the masses.
Absolutely.
On the major tape.
That's the only way I want to do it. I mean, I think what I have to share with the public is some good stuff, and I think I write songs that a lot of people have either felt what I'm talking about or know somebody that has been through what I'm talking about, and you can actually relate to it. And I call what I do really reality music, is because just about everything that I write can touch a lot of people, and they can be like, man, I feel just like that, but I never quite knew how to put it into words. Like my new single, If We Can't Get Along, We Need to Get Apart. So many people have felt that way, but just didn't have anything to verbalize what they were saying.
I didn't know how to put it into words, or didn't have the musical avenue.
Right.
Speaking of that record, man, that's the record I'll be playing after this interview.
Okay.
And I've been playing it, man. It's my ride music.
Man.
So when a tune like that comes along, that's a major record. So a record like that has to have major exposure to be, I ain't gonna say has to have, because I know once you wrote it and put it together, you were satisfied then.
Right.
But it should be brought to the masses. A record like that, man. It reminds me of Hall & Oates.
Man.
Hall & Oates, they should have made billions if they didn't.
Yeah, they made a lot of money.
So now here it is, Omar Cunningham sitting on a record like that. Why not? take it global. So
Right.
we'll be playing that can't get along, need to get apart. We'll be playing that after this interview, y'all. And it's a record you got to hear.
Man, you got to feel it.
It's tough, man, and I'm sure it's gonna hit home with a lot of you guys, guys and gals, because I love the record. But Omar,
Yeah, man.
this is another question I like to ask, because
What you got?
when you in this business, I always heard this. First time I heard this from Bill Cosby. They asked Bill after 8 or 9 year season, Bill, what you think about The Simpsons? The cartoon.
Right, right,
Bill
right.
say, 9 years, man. Somebody coming after 9 years.
Yeah.
So, being in this business, somebody new is coming up.
Right.
There always is. Always somebody laying in the cut.
Right.
But if they happen to roll up on Omar and say, Omar, what I gotta do to be like you in this music business? What advice you got for a young brother?
Study. And whoever you see doing what you want to do that's successful, I'm not saying copy them, but watch what they're doing.
Right.
Even if it's somebody that's doing what you want them to do and you just don't quite agree with some of the things that they're doing,
right,
you can learn what to do and learn what not to do in this music business. So I say study. I study.
Right.
We're going in the back 40 now, TK. We got to open up the mechanical gate. We're going in.
We pulling into the mansion.
We pulling into the yard, but we still got a mile to go before we get to the house. That's how many acres we got. But that's how many acres we got. But I say study, because what I used to do is I look at the people that I really admired. If it was Johnny Taylor or Donny Hathaway or Luther Vandross, I would look at a lot of those things, what they were doing, and not copy all their mannerisms, but just take out what I liked about what they were doing and mix it with a little bit of what I was doing, and kind of came up with my style. So I have a heavy influence as far as Johnny Taylor and all those guys, and you can hear some of that stuff in my music, because that's just me paying homage to them, but I really respected them and what they did. So and I just wanted to be as good as them, not be them, but be as good as they were.
Right. So you young brothers, they're here for me all the time, man. And I even go a little further, Omar. And people ask me about it. I say, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Get you another occupation. But if you're gonna do it, get the knowledge of it.
Right.
Exactly what you're telling them.
Do it right.
If you're gonna do it, you gotta get the knowledge of it, because you'll
get run over.
You'll get run over, man.
If you don't understand the business part, and that was one thing that I had to come up with. When I was just a singer, and I don't know how many horn players that are successful at doing any kind of tracks, but when I was just a singer, I had to sit down and make a conscious effort to figure out what else can I do, because you're not going to make it being just a singer.
Right.
You have to be a writer. You have to be a composer. You have to be something else. So what I decided to do, and which is the place we're about to go now, is I decided to get into the recording aspect of it. I didn't want to get more so into the playing part of it, but I wanted to get into the recording aspect of it and find out how you put a song together. How do you make it sound big like they do, and where do you put the background, and where do you put the lead, and I started out with the microphone that was in my computer. That was it.
Right.
And I didn't know anything about panning vocals, and I'm like, why everything look like it's jumbled up on top of each other? Well, because it was.
Right.
And when I figured out how to fan it out and make it sound right and put everything in its place,
wow.
I parlayed that into something else for me, as far as being able to write and arrange for other artists.
And then you were keeping it interesting for yourself.
Right. Come on.
But in closing, as they say in radio,
in closing,
let people know how to get a hold of to Omar. You got your social networks.
All
that good information, where to get the music at.
Facebook, OmarCunningham.com, soulfirst.com, that's SOUL1ST.com. You can get me through TK. You find TK can put hands on me.
You can find Omar.
Right. You can get me through TK, so you can get me through the circle of people that I run with. And I only try to I try to hang with guys that are bringing something to the table equally, because you got to bring more to the table than a knife and fork. So TK and the Vic Allens and people like that I run with, we all got something to contribute to music other than being just a singer. Like I said, it's so important. It's 1,000 singers out there, but can you find a singer that can arrange and write or record or do the track or something like that? So got to be more than just a singer. So I'm not hard to find. You can find me.
Well, my friend.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for this moment.
Soul on the road.
Maybe we hope we've made history, at least something we can look back on.
Man.
And that we ventured into, brother. Y'all, this is TK Soul for Soul on the Road.
about everything you said. You said I'm the reason that you're feeling blue. Make me wanna get away from you. I don't wanna leave, but I know I should. But if I do, I did the very best that I could. I wanna stay so I can raise my child. It's been a long time since I've seen you smile. But if we can't get along, then we need to get apart. Cause you done broke up all of my shit, now you breaking my heart. And while you're mad at me, you should be mad at you. Cause you're the reason for this heartache, and baby I'm through. Listen, been too many years trying to bite my tongue, and it ain't getting no better, and I ain't dumb. You're trying to run me off, trying to make me leave. I'm thinking things gonna be much better without me. I don't know the deal, I wanna know what's up. It's like you just want me to pay bills and shut the hell up. Wish you could understand how you make me feel. You keep saying, why don't you just leave? And baby, I will. Cause if we can't get along, then we need to get apart. Cause you done broke up all of my shit, now you breaking my heart. While you're mad at me, you should be mad at you. Cause you're the reason for this heartache, and baby I'm through. Sometimes in life you get what you want. You win some and sometimes you don't. Sometimes you just get what you get. Should I throw it all away and just be through with it? Oh, but we get along, we need to get apart. Cause you done broke up all of my shit, now you breaking my heart. Don't know if I can stay. So while you're mad at me, you should be mad at you. Cause you're the reason for this heartache, and baby I'm through.
In the Southern Caribbean with that Southern soul, and we're riding on that soul ship with TK Soul. All aboard the 7th annual TK Soul Caribbean Cruise. It's the 8-day cruise you don't want to miss, and we leave Fort Lauderdale January 12th, 2013 on the beautiful cruise ship, the Carnival Freedom, with your host TK Soul.
Man, we got the soul ship sailing all over Grand Turk, the Dominican Republic, Curacao, and Aruba.
We got it going on for 8 days, starting January 12th, 2013 on the soul ship, the Carnival Freedom. Reserve that stateroom today by calling Globe Trek Travel, 337-477-0835. 337-477-0835.
Here we go.
We're cruising the Southern Caribbean with that Southern soul.
It's the TK Soul Caribbean Cruise. Call Globe Trek Travel today.
That just about does it for me once again, y'all. Another dynamite show, Soul on the Road, and I'm your host, TK Soul. Thank everybody for tuning in once again. I know you hate to see me leave, but I got to go. Tune in each and every Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central Time, for Soul on the Road. It's a treat, y'all. Holla at me on Facebook /Terrence Kimball. Feedback TKSoul@mybeat945.com. Follow me on Twitter, TK Soul Speaks. Catch the webisodes, TK Soul TV, YouTube. Request your favorite song, TKSoulRadio@gmail.com. Coming soon, the hotline, request line, thebadboyofsouthernsoul.com. See you on the radio next week. Come on back and get some.